All right, one of my favorite people in the entertainment world, one of the most talented people in comedy, Frank Caliendo, is here in studio with us. And first of all, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. Great to be here.
And how nice was it when Nick came in to tell you it was great to meet you? He's been watching you since he was a little kid.
Yeah, when people do that, I never know what to say. Like I was at Radio Row at the Super Bowl, and this kid was a young college student, just graduated from college. He was on a radio station. He's recording interviews. Like, we would love to have you on, Mr. Caliendo. It's so great to have you on. You're fantastic and something. I get on there. He goes, "What happened to you? You used to be so funny." I'm like, He didn't mean it in a real negative way. He's like, "Where have you been?" I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm right here, right now. You just begged me to be on for like 10 minutes, and I came on, to your show." And you learn how to phrase the question so you don't put off the guest so much. Now, the young man who came in here, super nice. I can tell he's a little nervous, and I always find that funny because I'm just me, and like everybody in my neighborhood, I live in Tempe, couldn't care less who I am. In fact, they want to fight with me. There's just hey, Caliendo thinks he can do whatever he wants. I'm just trying to be quiet and not bother anybody.
So you met Julia on the way, and my producer. Julia is she's went to journalism school at ASU, but she's a huge sports fan. And I mean, really a bigger sports fan than I am, knows about sports. And so she saw you were coming on the show. And I said, yeah, Frank Caliendo used to do the thing on Fox and all. And she goes, "Why is he coming on your show?" like you're too big.
I made
for the
a mistake.
Room.
I saw you in the lobby the other day. No, you and I have been friends for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And listen, it was interesting because listening in, you talk about a lot of serious stuff, and you go ups and downs, and you're entertaining, doing it in an entertaining way, but there's definitely, I don't know if I could ever do that because I can't go without being an idiot for more than like 40 seconds. So but for me, it's coming in. And I hit on even some politics and stuff in my act, but I never take a side. And some comedians do, and good for them. But that's never been me, and never been what I wanted to do. And people, and I know you wanted to interject in this.
Oh yeah.
But people will say that, and then you go, "Oh no, you are actually taking a side the whole time." And somebody might say that about me, but it's like I actually try to go back and forth. And I'll start out with the Trump stuff because it's easy. Quite frankly, a lot of people are saying, tremendous amount of people, and everyone. So it's like, and I do some jokes, and I can see some people being like, "Oh, is it going to be like this the whole time?" I'm like, no, just relax. My Biden impression's just asleep and wandering right now.
Yeah.
He'll be back. And then that go, "Oh, he's going to hit everybody." And then my Biden impression is, I should say this. First, one, the show's very clean. I don't know if people know that about me, but and the whole show, just the openers and everything. But with Donald Trump, and all politicians or people in politics have this way of getting people on board. Donald Trump says this phrase, and everybody knows it. So they're like, he could say something out of this where like, "There's a colony of people on Mars, and 100% of them voted for me, and everybody knows it." And then be walking down the street, be like, what's going on here? It's just tremendous, and everybody knows it. That kind of thing. Now, Joe Biden, he's got what I call the whisper follow-up. So with the whisper follow-up, it's a this or that premise, and then he'll try to whisper it into existence. So be talking about the vaccine or something like that. It's not politics. It's science. It's science. It's science. It's science. It's science. It's not the heat. It's the humidity.
Like he's telling you a secret.
It's the humidity. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno. It's DiGiorno. It's like it's those silly little things, and that's the stuff I pick up on. Half my show is now just my Biden impression wandering around the stage, though. So it's like it's just fun and silly and goofy, and you're not going to learn a lot from me.
But the two things that are remarkable: first of all, no one does voices like you do, and can write the comedy to make the voices funny. That there's when you do.
Well, I think I'm known for that. I think there are other people that do it. I've been good at marketing.
But you have the combination of the two. You have the ability to write the jokes that make the voices funny. You can do the voices and you write the jokes. When you do Barkley, everybody knows Barkley here in Arizona, knows Charles Barkley. When you do Charles Barkley, they're like, "Wow, that voice is good." But when you make him funny, it is another level.
Well, he's funny on his own too, right? That's what's great, and it's the honesty, which we don't see a lot in the media and stuff like that. A lot of times, especially national things, people like they will put Charles Barkley on CNN to talk about world problems.
He's got a show now.
Oh, right, exactly.
Yeah,
I've got to update the act, and that's what. But he will be. They'll be asking, "What do you think about the problems in the Middle East?" Well, I think it's really, really bad that you guys have me on this show talking about this. Guys, a bunch of knuckleheads. So it's like that's the kind of thing that you're watching him, and his honesty is what really endears you to him. Now, you may not agree with him all the time, but I think a lot of people actually like that nowadays. It seems like some people just want everybody to agree with them, whatever their side is or whatever their take is. But I think more and more people are coming to this feeling that, hey, we should hear more sides just be able to listen and not shut everybody down.
I think that and I've said this on the air, I think stand-up comedy is going to save the First Amendment. I think the ability for the Bill Burrs of the world to do what they do, the Dave Chappelles to do what they do, Ron White to say the things that they say, Ricky Gervais, and just say, if you're offended, I don't care.
Yeah.
I think those are the people that are kind of going to save
You have to get to a certain point, and you have to have, and I've done really well. But those are the people with the crazy, crazy money. And when you get to that point and it's like it doesn't matter anymore, that's when it gets pretty awesome because people aren't even taking it. They're not worried. People think these things through. It's not like they just talk to talk, but they're like, this is what I believe. I can't live with myself if I don't say what I believe. You remember this was one of those Barkley. I talked about Draymond Green a few years ago, Golden State Warriors. Yeah. He said, I want to punch Draymond Green in the face. And people went crazy and got upset about it. Like, how can you say such a thing? It was figurative, not literal. Right. But then his apology was brilliant because this is what he said. I apologize for recognizing that Draymond Green has such a punchable face. And people are like, I heard apology. It's fine. He didn't really, it was a cheat code. That's what it was. It was brilliant.
I know you've got to be somewhere else. So let's talk about your show. You've got a show coming up. How can people come see you and when?
First of all, go to frankonstage.com, gets you to the information about the shows. But the two shows that I have left, I'm in Desert Ridge on Thursday, but that's sold out. I guess there's it's relabeled The Improv. I don't know why I'm spending so much time talking about a show that's already sold out. But Saturday night, downtown Phoenix, stand up live, and that is 6 and 8:30. This is off the top of my head. I'm not reading off my phone. Frank, like I said, stand up live, downtown Phoenix, frankonstage.com. Clean show. You hear all this kind of stuff and the silliness, and it'll be a lot of fun. And
you know that you have made it in show business when you don't even remember the times of your shows. If I was asked to do a show on stage, I would have it in my mind.
You know what I'm not doing Friday? I'm going to see Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks with my daughter.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I really wish I could go see that show. Yeah. I should have gotten tickets.
I'm thinking about trying to do lyrics for, like, Piano Man as Morgan Freeman. Yeah. Well, it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin.
It's so weird to look at your face and hear you do these voices.
Come out. Isn't that the way it is?
Incredible.
Stand up live this Saturday, 6 and 8:30. Frank Caliendo, frankonstage.com. See, I did that in Morgan Freeman voice.
Frank, thanks for coming down.
Appreciate you having me.
Thanks for watching the Mike Broomhead Show. Tap to watch the first season of Amazing Arizonans, a KTAR News podcast. You can also click the button in the middle to subscribe.